It's an opportunity to show how much we've grown since 2021, since the first of the meme stock frenzy incidents. And I think the really interesting thing is that these events have really been starting in the overnight sessions.
Right.
So Sunday night, where pretty much the only game in town is Robinhood if you want to trade stocks. I just announced yesterday that we passed over 20 billion in cumulative volume in 24-hour market, and that's been growing really, really quickly. So not only is there this new element where we can continue to kind of differentiate ourselves as the leaders in innovation and technology in trading, but we can also show just how the reliability of the platform has improved since we've gone public and in the past 4 years.
What do you make of those who say that what's happening with this Roaring Kitty situation is just is an example or a mockery of some sorts of what the markets are supposed to be, that they're supposed to be sort of values driven in some, there's got to be some metrics that make some sense, and that we're into meme land all over again?
Yeah, I mean, I try to stay away from sort of like passing judgment on any particular style of investing and trading.
But I'm asking you to pass some judgment because there's got to be, you must have a view about this.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I consider myself sort of a long-term buy and hold investor. But Robinhood itself is a neutral technology platform.
Right.
We believe that any product that's available to institutional investors, and actually probably more, like a broader set of products. I think the accreditation rules need to be looked at, and those are overly restrictive too. But if an institutional investor has access to a product, retail should also have access to it and have the same abilities to trade as institutionals, as long as they're suitable and pass all the relevant checks.
A number of lawyers and others come on the broadcast in the past couple of days because there's been reports as it relates to Roaring Kitty that, for example, Morgan Stanley, which now owns E-Trade, one of your competitors, is thinking, should this guy be a client? Should we have him even on the platform? And is the SEC going to be looking at this? And is he communicating with people on private subreddits or on text messages or WhatsApp with other people? Do you think, and so the reason I'm mentioning this is there's some people who look at that and say he individually needs to be looked at in some special way, but other people say he's doing what everybody on Wall Street's been doing forever. How do you sit on that? Because thinking about Robinhood and what Robinhood's supposed to mean.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any secret information more so than what you guys have and what you're seeing on social media. I do think that there's a lot of new tools that the regulators have to monitor trading activity. I mean, the consolidated audit trail, they can sort of see more information. A lot of these have been implemented in the past couple of years. So I would imagine that they're seeing something that hasn't been revealed yet, and they're investigating. But again, I don't really have any insights that are.
GameStop closed at $24.83. It was down over 12%. It did go up a little bit after hours. Any news here? It says GameStop stock slides as investors await next moves for main stocks. So Rolling Kitty's call options expires next week. He has a 20 strike calls, which are still up from his initial purchase, but they have gone down quite a bit in value. So you can see this one has 152,000 open interest. A lot of people are holding on to this call option right now. And we do have a lot of people that are continuously buying the calls, 19,000 volume. And you can see on the put side, people are buying puts as well. And take a look. The 30 strike calls, 19,000 volume traded. And then the 100 strike calls, 20,000 volume traded. There is still a chance that GameStop could have a short squeeze all the way to 100. Just because a stock is falling doesn't mean that it can't rally up the next day, the following day, or even beginning of next week, because we have seen it many times, just like here. Went to a high of $64, came back down, and then it rallied up again. All we really need is for Rolling Kitty to post something significant for the stock to go up. Let me know, guys. Are you buying more GameStop?